Now, there are time I said there's something I said about Black Americans, the way they are coming to Kenya, and the impact they're going to create. And I saw reactions, and as usual, I don't react back. Now, one of the things that I said is that they are going to force Kenyan landlords to increase rent, and that is not the fault of Black Americans. It is the greed that is there among Kenyan landlords, because the real estate sector is not regulated. So that is a fact. If you go to Kilimani, I was there around 10 years ago. One bedroom was going for around 50,000, 60,000. If you go there right now, it's around 90,000, 120,000. And in the next 2 years, Kileleshwa Kilimani rent will be more than 140,000 one bedroom. It's because there's pressure from foreigners, and that's a good thing. Now, there's a story I saw about one of Black Americans who are doing farming in Kenya, and specifically in Naivasha. And one thing I like about Black Americans being in Kenya is that they come with positive influence. They're not coming for scams the way we see some Nigerians do, or Congolese, where you see they're selling fake gold, they're doing wash, they're doing rituals in Kilimani. No, that's not the case for Black Americans. And if they're coming to invest, I want to relate to the story I said about real estate and rent. If they're coming to invest in land, one of them has bought 300 acres. I know a lot about Kenyans, and this one specifically will help Black Americans who are coming to invest in Kenya. If you are coming to buy land, be 90% sure that someone might scam you. Scamming is very rampant, especially when it comes to land. It might look genuine. You go to Ministry of Land, you find that you do your search, you find that it is genuine. But once you buy, that's where the problems start. You find the ownership has all of a sudden changed, and you are told the land you bought is not genuine. So you have to be very careful when buying land. And another problem that we have, since you are buying land as a foreigner, once they realize that you are a Black American, they think that you have money, a lot of money. So if land is going for 2 million per acre, they'll tell you 10 million. You start negotiating from there. So before you buy land, visit that area first and do your own survey and know the prices of land in that area, because land prices are not controlled. So once you know, when you are going to negotiate with the owner, ensure that you have that fixed price in your mind, so that they can not sell they cannot overvalue the price of that land. And before you buy that land, ensure that that person you are buying from has sold other plots elsewhere, and do your own research, interview those people, and learn their experience. And if you want to buy, the best place you can buy from is the original owner. Don't buy ancestral land where the person who's holding land did not buy it or is not the original owner. Buy from the original owner. If you cannot do that, ensure that you buy from an established real estate company which has been existing for more than 20 years, and go online and see the reactions about that real estate company. That one will help you. So basically, if you buy genuine land in Kenya, you'll make a lot of profit, and your life will be good. And as you know, Kenyans are so welcoming anywhere. Even if you go to the interior parts of Kenya, you'll find people supporting you. That is the case. But when you're going to buy land, I know from that story of a Black American doing farming and being successful. He had even tried California, but he found farming in Kenya better. From that story, others will come to invest in farming and real estate. So if you are doing in real estate and farming, another mistake you can avoid is buying land or a house with a Kenyan. You just collaborate with another Kenyan. No, just do it alone. Don't buy land, don't buy a house with a Kenyan. That one will mess yourself. Kenyans may look innocent, but most of them are not innocent. If you marry a Kenyan, don't invest all your money in buying property here and registering that property in your name, including your partner. That will be a mistake. Especially ladies, they look innocent, but at the end of the day, you realize that they are not that innocent. So if you want to survive, if you want to enjoy, just do it alone. That's what you should do. And also another thing, if you're buying a property, especially apartment or a standalone house, don't buy off plan. For that I mean, don't buy before the house is being built, has been completed. Buy what has been completed. Wait until the house is completed, or just go buy a house which is very ready. I know most developers, they'll convince you to buy off plan, and they take even 40 years to complete those houses, and most of them are never completed. Once you buy, they start excuses, taking you round and round. And you know, the Kenyan system, especially the judicial system, may not help you. They will drag the case for several years and you lose your money. So when you come to Kenya, ensure you buy a property which has been completed, which has got no cases. So, and when you are buying that, make sure that you buy from, if possible, company owned by foreigners. or some of the top managers are foreigners. That will help you. Don't buy from a company owned by a single individual. Might lose your money. So those are some of the important things you should consider when buying land or a house in Kenya. And if possible, avoid things like mortgage. Just buy in cash. Malizana hapo. Buy in cash and own the house. From there you'll have no issues. If you are going to do farming, employ the locals, and you must be in good terms with the locals. But what I'm very sure in Kenya, locals will never give you any stress. They are good people wherever you go. They like foreigners. So those are some of the few mistakes you should avoid when investing in Kenya.